What up, what's poppin'? In today's video, we are tackling one of the most iconic supernatural anime of the 90s, Yu Yu Hakusho. The title, roughly translating in English as The Poltergeist Report. We'll dive deeper into the history about the show a little later, but before we get any further, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss any updates. Now without further ado, let's get it. Yu Yu Hakusho first aired in Japan on Fuji TV on October 10, 1992, eventually running until December 17, 1994. The anime was produced by Studio Pierrot and adapted from the manga created by Yoshihiro Togashi, who would later go on to create another critically acclaimed series, Hunter x Hunter. Yu Yu Hakusho ran for 112 episodes and became one of the defining shonen anime of its era. In North America, Yu Yu Hakusho became especially popular through its English dub, which aired on Adult Swim and later Toonami, introducing a whole new generation of fans to Yusuke and the gang. Unlike some action anime that start with world-ending stakes right away, Yu Yu Hakusho begins with something more personal. A reckless kid dying, seeing how much people actually cared about him, and trying to become a better person. Despite being decades old, Yu Yu Hakusho is still praised for its characters, fights, and emotional moments, consisting of 4 arcs over a total of 112 episodes, starting with the Spirit Detective Saga. 14-year-old Yusuke Urameshi is a delinquent at Sare Yashiki Junior High School. He has a reputation for skipping class, getting into fights, and being the toughest kid in school, especially because of his constant battles with another student named Kuwabara. Most people see him as a troublemaker with no future, but everything changes when Yusuke unexpectedly saves a young boy from being hit by a car. In the process, Yusuke is struck and killed. As a ghost, Yusuke meets Botan, a cheerful guide from the spirit world. She explains that his death was not supposed to happen. Spirit world never expected somebody like Yusuke to sacrifice himself, and ironically, the boy would have survived anyway. Since Yusuke's death was so unexpected, there's no immediate place for him in the afterlife, so he's given a chance to return. At first, Yusuke refuses, but after attending his own wake as a spirit, he sees how deeply people cared about him. His mother, Atsuko, is devastated, his friend Keiko cries over him, Kuwabara is furious that Yusuke died before they could settle their rivalry, and even Mr. Takanaka, one of his teachers, defends him when the other teachers insult him. Seeing the pain his death caused makes Yusuke realize his life had more value than he realized, so he decides to come back. Koenma, the acting ruler of Spirit World, then gives Yusuke an egg that'll hatch into a creature known as a spirit beast. Whether that beast helps or destroys him will depend on his actions. During this time, Yusuke performs good deeds and tries to prove he deserves another chance. The biggest test comes when his body is nearly destroyed in a house fire. Keiko rushes into the burning home to protect him, and Yusuke sacrifices the energy stored in the egg to save her. Because of this, his resurrection becomes more difficult, but Koenma finds a way for him to return early. Yusuke must be kissed by someone close to him before midnight. Keiko, eventually reaching him in time, gives him a kiss, and Yusuke returns to life. After being revived, Yusuke notices that he can now sense supernatural activity. Botan tells him that his experience with death has changed him, and Koenma appoints him as Earth's new spirit detective. His job is simple: to protect humans from demons and solving cases involving the spirit world. Yusuke's first major mission is to recover 3 stolen artifacts from the spirit world. Koenma then teaches him how to use his spirit energy as a weapon, creating Yusuke's signature attack, the Spirit Gun. The stolen items are held by 3 thieves, Goki, Kurama, and Hiei. Yusuke defeats the first, who had stolen the soul-eating orb of Bast. Kurama, however, is different. He stole the Forlorn Hope Mirror, only to save his dying mother. When Kurama plans to sacrifice his life, Yusuke offers his own instead, and the mirror spares them both by taking half of each of their life forces. Finally, Yusuke faces off against Hiei, who kidnaps Keiko and tries to turn her into a demon using the Sword of Shadows. Yusuke defeats Hiei by cleverly bouncing his spirit gun off the mirror and thus saving Keiko. Yusuke's next case sends him to Genkai, an elderly martial arts master searching for a successor to inherit her spirit wave technique. Yusuke and Kuwabara enter her tournament, but Botan warns that a dangerous demon named Rando is also trying to steal the technique. Yusuke fights through the tournament and eventually defeats him, partly through luck and stubbornness. As a result, Genkai chooses him as her student and trains him intensely, making him much stronger. Yusuke is then sent to Mei's castle to stop the 4 Saint Beasts, who plan to unleash demon parasites on humanity. Kuwabara joins him, and Koenma sends Kurama and Hiei, now on probation, to help. The group battles through the castle until Yusuke faces Suzaku, the leader. Yusuke wins, but the fight drains his life energy. Kuwabara then saves him by giving him some of his own. Later, Yusuke and Kuwabara go to rescue Yukina, an ice princess being tortured by criminals. Kuwabara immediately falls for her, unaware that she is secretly Hiei's sister. Yusuke and Kuwabara then fight the Toguro brothers and manage to rescue Yukina. But the victory is fake. The Toguro brothers threw the fight on purpose, and younger Toguro forces Yusuke to enter the Dark Tournament so they can have a real battle. Bringing us to the Dark Tournament Saga. To prepare, Yusuke trains with Genkai for 2 months. He enters the Dark Tournament with Kuwabara, Kurama, and Hiei, and a masked fighter who is secretly Genkai. Known as Team Urameshi, they face brutal opponents and constant cheating from the tournament organizers, but they continue to advance. Yusuke fights enemies like Chu, Bakken, and Jin, pushing himself past his limits. Before the finals, Genkai transfers much of her spirit energy into Yusuke through the Spirit Wave Orb, so he has a chance at beating Toguro. Soon after, Genkai faces Toguro herself, and it's revealed that they were once partners who won the tournament 50 years earlier. Toguro chose to become a demon to preserve his strength and youth. Genkai, mortally wounded, warns Yusuke not to become like him before dying. Her death throwing Yusuke into a rage. In the finals, Yusuke battles the younger Toguro brother, but even with his new power, he struggles. Toguro reveals more and more of his strength, overwhelming him. To force Yusuke's hidden power to awaken, Toguro appears to kill Kuwabara. The shock pushes Yusuke to a new level, and he fires one final full-powered spirit gun, defeating Toguro. Kuwabara later reveals he survived, which makes Yusuke furious, but the team is relieved. Koenma then revives Genkai, giving Team Urameshi a happy ending after the tournament. Bringing us to the Chapter Black Saga. In the Chapter Black Saga, one day, Yusuke receives a new mission. Stop Shinobu Sensui, a former spirit detective, and his psychic allies from opening a gate to the demon world. Yusuke is first tested by new psychics, then battles enemies like Doctor, who attacks people in a hospital with insects. Sensui eventually kidnaps Kuwabara, whose dimensional sword is the key to opening the barrier between the two worlds. Yusuke confronts Sensui, but Sensui is far stronger than he expected. Sensui reveals multiple personalities and later unlocks sacred energy, making him an S-class fighter. Realizing he can't win, Yusuke allows Sensui to kill him, hoping his death will awaken the hidden power of Kuwabara, Hiei, and Kurama. It works, but something even bigger happens. Yusuke's demon ancestry awakens. He is revealed to be a descendant of Raizen, one of the most powerful demons in the demon world. Yusuke resurrects demon form with S-class power. Yusuke then travels to the demon world to continue the fight. Even with his new strength, Sensui remains dangerous until Raizen possesses Yusuke's body and kills him, pissing Yusuke off because he wanted to defeat Sensui himself, not have his ancestor take control of him. Afterward, Yusuke returns to the human world, reunites with Keiko, and chooses to stay home rather than remain in the demon world. Bringing us to the final saga in the anime, the Three Kings Saga. Yusuke is removed as spirit detective because the spirit world now sees him as too dangerous. Confused about his demon identity, Yusuke seeks answers. Raizen's advisors invite him to demon world, and Yusuke accepts because he wants to confront Raizen. Before leaving, he says goodbye to Keiko and seriously proposes marriage, promising to return within 3 years. At approximately the same time, both Kurama and Hiei receive messages from the other two leaders of the demon world, asking them to join their forces for the upcoming shift in balance that will surely be caused by the death of Raizen. The former thief and partner of Yoko Kurama, Yomi, calls Shuichi Minamino to his side, and the mysterious Lord Mukuro asks Hiei to join her army. All three accept their new fates and set out for the demon world shortly afterwards. In the demon world, Yusuke meets Raizen and learns he is dying because he refuses to eat humans after falling in love with a human woman, one of Yusuke's ancestors. After a year of training, all three of them reach S-class and Raizen dies. Instead of ruling Raizen's territory, Yusuke proposes a massive tournament to decide Demon World's future. During the tournament, Yusuke eventually faces Yomi. Their fight forces Yusuke to question why he still fights. He realizes he is no longer just an angry kid looking for a brawl. He fights for his friends, his identity, and his own sense of purpose. Yusuke loses consciousness after his battle with Yomi, but he damages him badly enough that Yomi loses later. Enki, an old friend of Raizen, ends up winning the tournament and becomes the demon world's new ruler, creating a law that stops demons from causing harm in the human world. Yusuke then returns to the human world and meets up with Keiko on a beach where they kiss, ending the anime series. And that is the end of Yu Yu Hakusho. Yo, let me know what your favorite saga is, and thanks for watching the video. Shout out to Yusuke. This man had some of the funniest moments in anime, especially in the 90s. This man was saying some wild stuff. I still remember that episode where he was like, I don't know, he was beefing some blue-haired chick or something like that. I forget, but all I know is it was actually crazy. Some of the things he was saying, that he don't care who gonna get these hands, they gonna get them. Man, woman, or child. With that being said, appreciate y'all, and subscribe.